How's it going, everyone? This is Daniel, and in this video we're going to be talking about Tesla stock. We're going to go over what to expect for Tesla earnings that is coming up pretty soon. We're also going to be talking about some important news that came out for Tesla stock, and also go over some other electric vehicle companies. What are some massive challenges they could potentially face in 2022? So we're going to go over all this important information in this video coming up. As you can see over here, we have Tesla stock today at $1,093.94. It's up 2.52%. It was looking pretty good. We opened at $1,074, and at one point in time we went above $1,100, but unfortunately we closed below $1,100. But we'll see how this upcoming week is going to be for Tesla. We expect this momentum to continue to the upside. Compared to the overall stock market, we are still in a Santa Claus rally. We're expecting this momentum to continue till the end of the year. As you can see over here, we have the overall stock market super bullish. We hit all-time highs for the S&P 500 today, and Tesla being one of the best performing stocks today, which is up 2.52%. And we also have other companies that are in the semiconductor sector like Nvidia, which was up today 4.4%. Yesterday we talked about, there are some important headlines that we need to be watching out for that could potentially affect this overall momentum of the overall stock market going to the upside, mainly these Omicron variants spreading in the US, but that did not happen. So the stock market is just not really giving attention to this new variant, and we're just continuously going to the upside, and the momentum is continuing. So this is phenomenal. So this is expected to continue till the end of the year, because that is exactly how the duration of the Santa Claus rally happens. Now let's talk about what to expect for Tesla stock earnings expected pretty soon as we go into the beginning of 2022. Now the most important thing to watch out for Tesla is the delivery numbers. So expected delivery numbers for Tesla is at 261,400 for the Model 3 and for the Model Y vehicles, and 15,500 Model S and Model X vehicles. So this total amount of deliveries expected is around 276,900 vehicles to be delivered in Q4. When you compare it to Q3 delivery numbers, the total amount of deliveries was around 241,300 vehicles. Of course, there are super bullish analysts out there like the RBC Capital Markets. They're expecting massive delivery numbers, and they're expecting the year-over-year delivery numbers to be above 58%. And they also expect, 18% increase from the last quarter. So that is going to be massive numbers that they're expecting. So to sum it up in general, RBC is expecting Tesla delivery numbers to be between 285,000 to 295,000 vehicles delivered in this quarter. So that is super bullish, but the overall consensus is that the delivery numbers to be between 275,000 to 279,000 vehicles to be delivered. So that is the conservative number that's expected for this delivery. We know as we go into 2022, we have Tesla Gigafactory in Berlin, Tesla Gigafactory in Austin is going to be starting production, and these delivery numbers are going to be rising up in 2022. When we go over and look at also another important news for Tesla, we have the contract that Tesla signed with Hyundai. They are going to be expecting this South Korean company to help them to distribute cars by providing shipping service for Tesla. The total amount of money that this contract is worth is $422 million, and they're going to be shipping vehicles from China, from Shanghai, to different parts of the world, mainly to Europe. We know that the Gigafactory in Berlin is not up and running. So if people are ordering vehicles, Tesla Model 3, Tesla Model Y, they're actually shipping it from Gigafactory in Shanghai, and they ship it to Europe and other parts of the world. So this company is going to be helping deliver those vehicles. Now let's talk about other electric vehicle companies. We have some analysts that came out recently that we talked about. They're saying that the competition could potentially affect Tesla in the near future. So as we go into 2022, we're going to go over and watch a video detailed breakdown of what are some massive challenges that these other electric vehicle companies could face as we go into 2022. While Tesla, on the other hand, has several factories coming into play in 2022, but these other electric vehicle companies are going to have a struggle when it comes to increasing or even delivering their vehicles to customers. So let's check out this video of what to expect for electric vehicle companies in 2022, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to go over and look at Tesla stock price target and price prediction for this upcoming week. We're looking at the technical analysis.
All right, there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of hype. Do these companies need a lot of help?
Well, Brian, as you say, next year is going to be the year to see if they can actually make cars and if they can deliver cars. Elon Musk has said many times that the easy part of building a car company is getting the company up and running. The hard part is actually building cars at scale, keeping manufacturing running through all of the problems that you encounter. And now we're in a market where there's all sorts of supply chain concerns and labor market concerns. So it will be a fascinating time to see if these promises can turn into reality at some point in the next year or so.
Yeah, listen, nobody cares, but my 5 predictions are coming out this week, and one of them is that EV sales are going to boom. But there is a problem with that. Where I'm nervous about my prediction is the raw materials. All right, when you look at what it takes to build an electric car, to build a battery, you need a lot of rare earths, you need a lot of copper, you need workers, you need supply chains to work. How much risk is there on that side of it? Rivian already they just started bringing down their production estimates.
Yeah, huge risks. And if you look at sort of the scaled car companies, the legacy makers, whether it's a Nissan or a Chevy, even Porsche with its Taycan, they're all building their own EVs, and they have much bigger balance sheets where they can weather some of these losses or some of the concerns around, as you say, raw materials, around labor. If the only thing that you're doing is building electric cars, and if you've yet to start doing that, or if you've yet to get into deliveries, those are all massive risks, because as an investor, how do you build that into your model when the entire goal here is to start getting cars out the door, to start getting keys into consumers' hands, by mid next year or so.
Yeah, and you got the big companies too. Let's not forget, you mentioned Porsche, Ari, and we talk about all these hot companies like the Rivians of the world and the Lucids of the world, and they're sexy. The cars are amazing. They're also, by the way, pretty doggone expensive. If you watched football over the weekend yesterday, you saw a lot of ads, for Audi, car companies that have made cars for 50 to 100 years, Ford, getting into the space. How are the little guys, or not so little guys, ex-Tesla, going to compete against the VWs of the world with their ID4?
Yeah, I think fortunately for them at this point, demand does not appear to be the issue. They have pretty thick order books. Certainly Rivian and Lucid, have more orders than they'll be able to manufacture in the near term. So currently demand is not the issue. And, as we are expecting this explosion in EV sales and EV demand, they can be right there with some of the bigger companies, certainly at the higher end of the market. The issue will be as cars start rolling off the lines and consumers start driving them, what are the reviews like? Are they having issues? And are they able to actually meet some of that early demand? Or are we going to start to see huge supply issues get in the way? So we should start to get clarity over that in the next couple quarters. But currently I would say competition will always be a risk in this market. That is not the thing that is top of mind for them at the moment.
And Ari, if they build it, does that necessarily mean consumers will come? The reason I ask is because, the punting of the Build Back Better bill, that had some credits in there that could incentivize consumers to actually purchase electric vehicles. But there's no guarantee that just because all of these vehicles are delivered that there will be demand for them, right?
Sure, no guarantee for, many of the pre-orders. Those are refundable deposits. So, how much of that will actually how much of those will turn into real cars, real orders is a question. But again, currently it does not look like demand is the issue for the short term. Once we start to see how these cars perform, whether they have problems, whether they have recalls could obviously be disastrous for any of these companies. Then I think we start to get a clearer picture of future demand. But the EV credits could be an issue. It's just that the the view is that the long-term trend is towards the EV anyway, with or without these credits. So it's really a matter of, do they buy a Rivian or Lucid, or are they going to be further down market in something like a Nissan Leaf or a Chevy Bolt? And then, of course, you've got the Tesla models that will continue to roll out.
Before we talk about a detailed breakdown of the technical analysis for Tesla stock, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notification if you want to stay up to date on what is going on with Tesla stock. And if you want free stocks, check out the links in the description box below. As you can see here, we have Tesla stock that is sitting at $1,093.94. We bounced back of this $900. We broke out of this $1,000 area, and we're sitting close to $1,100. We actually was above $1,100 for a slight amount of hours today. But what to expect for Tesla stock moving forward is that the overall stock market is hitting all-time highs. We're in a Santa Claus rally that is expected to continue to the end of the year. That we can see a potential rally for Tesla stock to continue. And we still don't have any kind of updates for Elon Musk selling any kind of shares today. And that is the most important thing to watch out for Tesla stock. Can we potentially see Tesla stock hitting $1,200 by the end of the year? If this momentum continues, we might potentially see Tesla stock going above $1,100 by the end of this week. But however, we still have to wait and see what Elon Musk is going to be doing. When you look at the volume is not that much. Volume basically means the amount of shares traded between the buyers and the sellers. As you can see over here, the volume bars are actually going down a little bit. So if Elon Musk decides to come and actually unload some shares, that can slightly affect Tesla stock price a little bit. But the overall stock market is super strong, and we actually saw, Elon Musk selling his shares out around this over here, and the stock just never looked back. We went to the upside. So we're still super bullish for Tesla stock. This momentum is going to continue. We have the earnings coming up. That's going to be announced pretty soon, within a matter of weeks. As stocks tend to rally as we get closer to the earnings report, we're expecting some massive numbers for the earnings report, as we talked about. So people want to be early, because they're expecting the stock to rally as we get closer to the earnings announcement coming up in 2022. So let me know in the comment section below if you actually bought into Tesla stock today. What do you think Tesla stock is going to be hitting by the end of the year? If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel, turn on notification bell, and check out the links in the description box below if you want to get free stocks for the holidays. But I catch you guys on another video. Have a wonderful day.